One American News caught up with congressional candidate from New Hampshire, Matt Mayberry, a veteran and human rights advocate. One America's Jack Posobiec reports.
We're very excited to welcome here to One America News. It's Matt Mayberry. He's running in New Hampshire. He's a Republican for the 1st District. Matt, thank you so much for being on with us.
Jack, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you're an Air Force veteran. You were an enlisted man, which meant you work for a living. You were in small business. Then you became the commissioner of the New Hampshire Human Rights Commission. I appreciate that so much. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I believe in public service. I have all my life, and I want to continue to do so. And should the voters of New Hampshire send me, I'd like to continue that service and join you in Washington.
Well, now, so as someone who served on that Human Rights Commission, and something that you looked at, obviously you have to look at the human rights of everyone in your community. It doesn't matter their demographic information, it doesn't matter their voter registration, it doesn't matter their religion. In our system, we provide everyone with human rights. And yet, we're seeing now in this country this idea of social justice and sort of applying rights differently to some people.
Exactly, and that's wrong. When Governor Chris Sununu appointed me to that, he did it with the mandate of treat everyone equally. It's everyone's First Amendment. And that's what we've been trying to do, Jack, is just no one person's right are more or less than someone else. You all deserve to be heard and represented and free access to transportation, to education, to a livelihood, and to earn a livelihood.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I see that one of your initiatives that you're pushing forward here has to do with VA and it has to do with health care, but actually you're applying it towards Congress. Could you explain that to me?
Absolutely. Jack, the reason I got into this race is I'm a veteran, as we talked about. I'm in the VA healthcare system. I found 4 veterans who were denied access to mental health care because the VA didn't pay their bills. The VA owes $134 million in unpaid medical bills here in the state of New Hampshire. Chris Pappas, the incumbent congressman, is chairman of the Oversight and Investigations Committee. And in talking to veterans, we found that the easiest way to get the VA fixed, the medical benefits, is to have members of Congress have to get their medical care through the VA. You can come live my nightmare. I waited 16 weeks to talk to my primary care physician. We know of a surgeon who waited 4 years to get paid. Jack, that's a wrong way we need to be treating these veterans. It should be a red carpet treatment wherever they go. So I want to take every member of Congress, make them get their health care through the VA system, live that nightmare that the rest of us are, and pretty darn quick, it's going to get fixed.
I think that is the right way to move forward with it. Another thing I wanted to ask you about, because it's been in the news going forward, the President and the Department of Justice, along with the head of the Department of Homeland Security, announced a new initiative they're going to be putting forward called Operation Legend. The idea of this is to use federal law enforcement officers, federal police officers from various law enforcement agencies to go in some cases, America's largest cities to augment the police force there and to augment the already existing federal footprint in those cities to be able to crack down on the rise, the very sharp rise we've seen this summer of rage in murders and shootings. And then, of course, very visibly, they're also working to defend this federal courthouse in Portland. What's your take on Operation Legend?
Absolutely. If it needed a bill, I would co-sponsor it. Jack, we talked about human rights and access to due process. Access to your livelihood. When the protesters and rioters and looters are standing in front of your federal building, you can't exercise your God-given and constitutional rights, that's wrong. I wholeheartedly support President Trump in getting those federal troops up there so that you and I have access to our federal buildings. That's the right thing to do. Bravo for him. Couldn't be any stronger of a supporter of this.
Where can people go to follow you, follow your campaign?
MayberryForCongress.com. You'll have everything right there. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Parler. I'm on all those platforms.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for coming on here, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.